Fintech is hot, but InsurTech is even hotter. Paul Khoo, the Chief Executive of GetCover Asia, is banking on the convenience and reach of mobile technology and social media to ensure they upend traditional means of insurance coverage. Paul, thank you for joining us. Of course, GetCover is a fintech company, specifically in InsurTech. So very quickly, explain the business model for us. How does it work?
Okay, overallly, if you look into the entire market, one thing that we have been noticed is there's a number of fintech or even InsurTech model out there that is largely subscale. And we know that subscale model can't last and they will fail eventually. And with that, we believe in scalability. It's very, very crucial to have a sustainable model. And by knowing that, our priority is always focused on scalability.
Okay, so how does it work? How does the GetCover model work?
Okay, for GetCover, we actually look into, before developing the GetCover model, we actually examine the entire market and look into various distribution strategy, and also looking at what are the areas for us to improve and for us to compete. And fortunately, in the InsurTech segment in Malaysia, technology has not been driven by the insurer. And we are seeing a sexy niche at this area, and we are going to deploy a strategy that is leveraging on O2O distribution model. O2O is going to be offline to online, so we're going to bring on board social partners that will be advocating digitalizations of entire processes, encouraging people to download and to create and cultivate the digital habits.
So specifically, you are an online mobile platform that aggregates customers to buy insurance products, initially in motor insurance, from every single provider. So you are just an intermediary. You're competing in terms of USP on convenience, but not price. Is that correct?
We are competing on convenience. We would like to compete on price as well.
But that would eat into your distributor margins, right?
It will eat into our distributor margin. We have extreme efficiency in many instances. By integrating all the silo systems, we actually save a lot of costs.
So right now, distributor margins are about how many percent?
Distributor margin is about 10%. Okay.
So eventually, when there's a price war, not if, because a lot of new platform providers can come on the market, the moat is not existent right now, eventually the distributor margin will be eaten into?
Yes, provided the market is detariff. At this stage, even GetCover and our partners, we are not allowed to offer any rebates.
So the motor insurance sector is supposed to be detariffed, starting from, in fact, I think we're over the deadline already. When is it going to happen?
Hopefully we are able to see something that is meaningful by next year,
okay.
Which will allow the adjustment of pricing plus minus 10% limit, and beyond that it will require Bank Negara approval.
Okay, so motor insurance detariff essentially means that higher risk drivers will pay more premium and lower risk drivers will pay lower premiums, right? Because it's all according to your track record, right?
Yes.
So the thing is now, you are starting with motor insurance. You have submitted your forms as a fintech to the Bank Negara sandbox platform. I think you're waiting for them to give you some kind of deadline or some kind of reply.
Yes.
But you've got a 20 million ringgit valuation already.
Yes.
So you've got to defend that valuation.
Based on the initial projection that we have, which is looking at today's run rate, we are actually projecting it 90% short of what we have actually recruited in terms of social brokers. So if you look into valuation side, in fact, we have actually projected it wrongly, and we have projected
Too high
it
or too low?
too low.
So Paul, next year your valuation jumps from 20 million ringgit in 2016 to 150 million ringgit in 2017. You have targeted 25,000 social community partners that are interested to sell, well, to refer you product. So how are you going to meet those valuation targets?
Well, if you look into 25,000, each of them producing, let's assume, 30 plus downloads, that would be equivalent to about 850,000 downloads. And assuming the transacted value ratio is about 60% of 850,000 downloads, eventually when you move on that level and calculate back weight in terms of valuation, lifetime value per users, let's assume that we are calculating about 170 ringgit per user lifetime value, and you multiply that with 850,000, you get about 150 million.
Okay, so you're going to be burning about 30 odd million ringgit next year because you have to pay some, obviously referral fees to your 25,000 or as many as possible, right? So where is this money going to come from? When are you going to start Series A?
Yeah. Currently we are looking at the burn rate. The burn rate will come from two sources. First is actually the margin. Second come from shareholders' capital.
Okay.
So if you are looking at that type of burn rate, we will be looking into Series A sometimes first quarter next year.
Okay. How do you gauge the mood of the community now? Because obviously it's a very weak market, and some people are saying it's, capital is becoming more picky.
Well, for the traditional business, yes. But if you look into the latest trend in terms of funding for fintech, has been quite vibrant, especially on insurtech, which is extremely new to the market.
So obviously Allianz, being the number one auto insurance provider in the country, they've got about 25% of the market. Are they going to be enemies for life, or will they be the ones buying a share in you?
We welcome all players to join us, and essentially we are an aggregator, and we want to actually collaborate with all insurers.
Okay, so when is it going to step up to other non-auto insurance products?
We are planning in first quarter to roll out a series of other products, whether it's going to be non-life products, and also moving into offering banking products.
Okay, so blue sky scenario, what's the dream?
Dream, at least we go regional.
Okay.
For a start.
Which countries?
By second Q next year, we want to move into Singapore and Indonesia.
Okay, huge markets. Don't you want to start small?
If you want to fly with valuation, you need to go big.
Okay, and then exit?
When to exit? That will be a question that I'm asking myself, and it's going to be very tough to answer when we're going to exit. But for sure, I believe this model can run for many, many years to come. And as long we continue to improve and evolve.
Okay, so of course I think the big number there is 860,000 downloads, right? Which may not necessarily equate to active usage. So what is the base case? What is grey sky for 2017?
The base case, we are looking at 250,000 download.
And active users on that?
Active users, about 60% of it.
130,000
Yeah.
odd? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck, Paul. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. On CEO Paul Khoo's sums, it looks like GetCover is onto a good thing. But it's early days yet, and spreadsheets are one thing, while reality is quite another. Perhaps in a couple of years' time, the picture will be clearer. But in the meantime, insurtech remains a twinkle in the founder's eyes.
Ever wished for the world to be different? Your wish is here. Fintech is here in Malaysia, bringing you the revolutionary GetCover mobile app, the first platform that adopts the unique offline to online insurance and financial products model. GetCover provides you with motor insurance in a mobile phone app. and with other services to come at the tip of your fingertips. All the things you ever wanted to create an easy e-insurance coverage experience. For a brand new take on insurance with preferred insurers in the country. You wouldn't want to miss this, and here's why. No more thick, lengthy physical forms and cover note for your insurance and road tax. Also, you can see comparison, confirm, and make payments through our secured cashless payment gateway. With the GetCover app, you can get processes done seamlessly without any queues and hassles. Signing up is also direct, convenient, and secured. Get freebies with GetCover's fantastic reward system. It also allows you to connect to users anytime and anywhere. Join us and enjoy a rewarding experience in one simple user-friendly app. With never-before-seen unique features. GetCover, simply rewarding.